What's up, guys? Welcome back to Brain Gains. It's currently Saturday afternoon, just after 2 p.m. Yesterday, Friday, was shoulders, abs, lower back, and a little bit of legs. And that went very well overall. Just felt a lot better than it did the previous week. Like I said, it probably would. And so, we're just looking at progress from here on out until the end of the semester and just beyond that. But today's video is to remind you to do your accessory lifts. And what I mean by accessory lifts is, like, for example, squat is a good lift. It's a kind of like a primary solid lift that works your whole, pretty much lower body. It works your glutes, your quads, hamstring, calves, all that. But accessory lifts are kind of like individual lifts that work individual parts of your body, to where accessory lift for squat would be like calf raises or quad extensions or hamstring curls, stuff like that works individual muscles that combine kind of make up a total lift. And so, that's why on Friday I do hip abductions and groin abductions, because I kind of don't want to overwork myself on leg days. And so since I can have time on Fridays to do that, I do that instead, and to where those aren't super important parts of your leg, you feel like, but they are good to work and have strong for foundation for the main lift of squat. Because when you kind of neglect certain parts of your leg, that leaves it weak and susceptible to maybe injury, and also that might be what you need to push yourself over that hump that you've hit, that weight that you can't seem to get above. Maybe doing those accessory lifts to work other parts of your leg that you might not think to work, or other parts of your body, not just your legs but maybe your upper body too. Working those more specific individual detailed muscles, those individual parts of you that go into the main lift, might be what you need to push you over that, like I said, that hump that you've hit that you can't seem to get over, or maybe just to increase your weight that you're putting up by quite a bit. Maybe that's what you've been missing, is just a small bit of accessory work that could just make your gains explode and make it to where you're increasing weight a lot faster than what you've been doing. That could be what you need, could be not. Everybody's different, everybody isn't the same, which is a good thing. And so, what works for someone else might not work for you, but it also might work for you. So, doing accessory lifts might work, might not, but, you never know until you try. And so, I'd say go out there, do it, try it. And if you don't see any differences, maybe you don't need to do them. Maybe also you have to wait quite a while for, the results to show up. And you never know until you try, like I say. So, I recommend going out and doing accessory lifts if you aren't already, and maybe if you are doing them, maybe expanding them to do more than what you're already doing. Maybe you like to, or maybe you don't like to do calves, or maybe you don't like to do triceps. I recommend, trying them anyways, because even though you don't like them, they're still part of your body and are still part of your muscle structure, and, go into lifting weights and are part of the foundation you have for lifting weights. It's my roommate's watching a movie. I don't know if you could hear it. And so, make sure you're working all the parts of your body so that you have a strong foundation and one part of your body isn't lacking and holding you back from reaching the goals that you want to reach, okay? So I recommend doing the accessory lifts if you haven't already. And if you already do, look at ones that you may not do. Maybe if you don't like them, you're afraid to do them, or you just have outright been kind of ignoring them, not even realizing you need to do them. Do research on what you need to do as far as the proper form and stuff like that before you go out and do them, so you make sure you're being safe and healthy doing them, and then get after it and see what comes to fruition with the inclusion of those accessory lifts. All right, so my recommendation is go out and do accessory lifts if you haven't started them already. If you do them, expand your lifts. All right, so yeah. Hopefully with COVID, you're wearing those masks in public and around people. If you could like the video, really appreciate it. If you could subscribe to the channel, also really appreciate that. And I'll catch you on next time. So adios.